no point in denying the reveal of Xbox One left a lot of bad taste in people's mouths. What exactly did the collective make of it? Let's find out.
Do we really need something that helps us watch TV?
The only problem with it is that I don't spend £300 on a console in order to watch television. That's my biggest issue with it so far.
I'm a gamer. If I'm going to watch TV, I'm going to do it the way I want to, and I'm not going to pay Microsoft to bring me BBC.
For me, Sky Plus has got that covered. I don't know if you have Sky Plus. Maybe if you don't have Sky Plus, then the Xbox is a good investment. But to me, you're still going to have to pay for your Sky. I know it wasn't too bad for me because with Sky, I had to pay £5 extra to get multi-room with my Xbox. I don't know how that's going to happen with the Xbox One, because I think additional Sky with that is something like £20 to £30.
I'm actually very impressed by the technology. The new Kinect actually looks pretty good. The way that they're using it actually looks pretty good. The voice commands look like they actually work, for once.
Kinect's always been a fuzzy area because if you ain't got enough room, it doesn't work. So the voice commands will be nice.
You go like Xbox, bring up BBC One and it goes straight over. To me, again, you don't need that. To me, Kinect now is going to be a universal remote, and everyone knows universal remotes aren't always that great.
But if you're playing at 2 o'clock in the morning and your kids are asleep or your missus is asleep, do you really want to be shouting at the telly?
I think with games, as I said, there wasn't enough games in there.
There haven't been any games mentioned so far that have got me overly excited.
Where were the games? We've got a Call of Duty game, which we all knew was coming anyway. It was obviously going to come to next-gen consoles because we knew they were coming out this year anyway.
Have we got any new content?
We had those 15 exclusive games, so that's your Gears of War, Halos, Forzas, all that sort of stuff.
The Remedy game, you can't really say that you're excited about a game where they didn't show any gameplay footage and it was mostly just a live action trailer with some woman talking to some girl.
The 8 brand new games that are coming out, or 8 brand new franchises, that'll be interesting.
The Forza Motorsport 5 reveal, all it really was what you typically expect from a reveal of a racing game, which was 2 cars driving around really fast in a track.
But again, it depends on how the Xbox runs for me.
What exactly that all of the extra processing power the Xbox One's going to have in terms of gameplay, size of worlds, the things that they're going to actually do with them. Who knows? They haven't really told us yet.
The sports bit for me was probably the most interesting, but
EA Sports came out and said, you know, we're going to do all these things with these 4 new games. I don't really care because I don't really play sports games.
I only ever play FIFA, so sports-wise, the rest of them seem to be appealing more to the American side of it, with the NHL or NFL being the most popular side of it. I don't know how they're going to translate that over to us, because unless they do that with the football thing, with the fantasy football side of it, that'll be interesting to see what they do with that. But to me, when you do a console, it's more about games than sports.
It looks like it's not intended for me, which is a bit of a disappointment because I love my Xbox.
It's not built for me.
I've sunk a stupendous amount of time and hours into it, and it just does not look like the console is being aimed at me anymore, and to me that's a little bit worrying.
The other thing I found a bit disturbing was the fact that they're trying to make it as an entertainment system rather than a console. I understand that with the Wii, they tried using the Wii as the focus point of your TV network. When people come around, everyone plays it together and watches it together and participates. I think Xbox kind of wanted a bit of that cake where they thought, right, we want the console that sits in your living room, not in your bedroom anymore. Not that the kids play it anymore, but everyone in the family plays it.
What I expect to see at E4 is Xbox and EA holding hands.
Right, what I'd like to see at E3 is games, of course. I think I've heard enough about television for pretty much the rest of my life, to be fair.
Maybe a bit of snogging in the back.
What I expect to see at E3 is a lot more of the game side of the actual, what the Xbox One's going to bring as a console.
Xbox might propose, but you might be saving that for a little bit down the line.
Also with the Kinect, because it's at the moment just going to be the voice, the voice activation and all that lot. I would like to see what it will actually bring game-wise, because to me, with the Kinect, I never actually wanted to play games where I stand up and jump around and dance and wave my arms.
Because if it's just going to be me going like this and shouting Xbox at my console when I'm really drunk, then I'm not really impressed.
I want to see if they actually have a game worth buying, worth me standing up and actually feeling like I'm not just some idiot jumping around the room.
There could be little baby EA Xboxes.
More questions answered about what's going on.
I want them to tell us what they're going to do about pre-owned, like used games. I want to know if they're going to try and charge me. I want to know what the kind of monetization of Xbox Live is going to be like now in the new way when they bring in the Xbox One. And I just want to see some hard gameplay footage. I want to see somebody playing a game on the console.
Someone's gone for a scan, I think. That's going to be the big announcement at EA.
Also, I'd like to see some new games. The 8 brand new franchises would be interesting.
As I said, we've got 15 exclusive games, 8 of which are new franchises coming in the next 12 months. And as Mark mentioned earlier, we're going to see a Halo, we're going to see a Gears of War, we're going to see a Forza, obviously, it's going to be available at launch.
One of each. It's going to be twins. It's my predictions.
That's smart.
Yeah. Pink and a blue.
So yeah, that's what I want to see.
That was it. That was my one comedy line.
So the countdown for E3 begins. Join us next time when the collective looks at the highs and lows of the biggest games entertainment expo this side of the Milky Way.